That's my Robin Williams impression of my YouTube introduction. Not great? I should work on it? Alright, I'm gonna work on it. Let's shut the beast down. Listen, watch this. Look how angry she is when she shuts down. Wait, hold on. Let's turn this off. Let's turn that off. Shh. She's so angry. She's like, duck, 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 duck. That's what happens when you shut a big beast down, dude. Big pistons in there. Fucking boom, 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 like that. So, greetings. Welcome to another video. We're doing a retake. This is take number 2. If the phone falls off the thing again, plus I had the rear AC going, and it was like a constant fucking shh in the background, and you guys don't want to see that. You don't want to hear that, much less see it. You want to see it, you don't want to hear it. So, coming to you from Elwood, Kansas. A stone throws away from Missouri. Fuck, I can't talk tonight. So, this week we are crushing the deadhead. When I say crushing it, I mean this load we went 2.1 miles to get it picked up from where we delivered our last one. This next load is only 4.8 miles away. Literally, I go over the bridge on 36 here into, and then get off on Stockyards. If you've ever been to St. Joseph here, we're 36 and is it 289 interstate, whatever, where they cross, go over the bridge, Stockyards. I'm going right there, get another load of hazmat and head down to Victoria, Texas. And then Victoria, Texas, we got a little deadhead there, but this rate was well worth it. Fucking unicorn load. We're gonna go up to Schwartz and take it up to Dallas. What's, I guess, Schwartz, whatever it is just south of San Antonio. So it's going to be easy, right up 35, hammer down 75, left lane, rooster cruising, blowing fool's doors off. We got a good trailer. Of course, we got to do drop and hook. So hopefully we won't get nothing with no recaps, because I ain't about that with recaps. I've had recaps come apart at 65, and it's pretty violent. I don't want to see what they'd be doing at 75 miles an hour, which is the speed limit on I-35, people. Not speeding. Going to speed limit. There's a big difference. Had some guy hollering at me on the radio or YouTube. Why don't you slow down there, fucking Landstar? No, dude, I got 8,000 pounds back here on a brand new trailer, and I'm going the speed limit. Don't hate on me, because my truck will go the speed limit, and yours is stuck going 62. You know, I didn't say nothing about you. I waited for you to get out of the way. You know, it's whatever. Some guys are just angry. I don't know why everybody's so angry, man. There's a lot of hate going on in YouTube. What's up with that? We got these big YouTubers out here. They're brawling, right? They're just going to town, man. I mean, friggin', it's ridiculous. Everybody's going up against RVT, this guy who's like flouting out that, you know, truckers aren't successful if they're not following his program, you know, or making as much money as him, I guess. And then he brought somebody's wife into it, and I was like, you know what? I used to watch the guy. I kind of unsubscribed because it's just not my kind of flow. But I ain't cool with hating on other drivers, man. You know, you guys know my motto. Successfulness is like happiness. It's a personal goal. You know what I'm saying? I know dudes making half the money I make probably happier than I am. I got a buddy who's a mechanic who makes probably half what I make, and he takes like 3-4 vacations a year. He's on vacation right now up in Montana at a cabin with the whole fam. So how do you judge being successful? By how much money you make? I don't think so. You know what I mean? You got movie stars with tons of cash offing themselves. You know, you call them successful? I don't know. Anyway, a lot of negativity floating around YouTube. I'm not going to have it on my channel. I'm not negative, man. We keep it positive and PC on this channel. As long as you're doing what you want to do and not letting somebody else tell you what to do and about your life, you know, you live the life the way you want to, I got no problems with you, man. It's the guys out there who are listening to everybody else like, well, if you don't do, you know, you don't want to do this the way that it's told, then you're a fucking loser. And then you do it because they said it, you know, no backbone. So, reason for the video today, now that we're 5 minutes, 4:58, 59, 5 minutes into this video, I'm glad you guys are sticking around, is let's talk about hours of service. Because that that is what we're going to name this video, because here recently, the reason I come up with the topic is I got a slap on the wrist for fucking up on my personal conveyance. And then they told me, if you mess up again, excuse my language, I apologize for the F-bomb, but if you mess up again, we're going to suspend it for 6 months. And I'm like, no, don't take my PC away. I use it all the time. So here's the deal. Landstar, I'm going to give you their rules in case you're watching this, you know, you watch my channel, you know I work at Landstar. If you're thinking about coming over to here, this is the most difficult Qualcomm setup I've had to deal with as far as fudging the, you know, everybody kind of fudges here and there to protect their clock. You know, it's like our baby. We're trying to do whatever we can to protect it so that we can keep running and make our money. Here is the hardest place to do it at. Now, that's what I would say if I had one negative. It's not even really negative, because I mean, I'll make it do what it do. You know what I mean? Once you figure out how to work something, you know, and you just got to play by the rules and you tailor your other operations accordingly, it's no biggie. But that being said, I guess you could put it in the con column if you wanted to. I wouldn't let it stop me from coming here if I knew then what I know now. I love these core waters, by the way. 1 gram of sugar in this bad boy. You know what I'm saying? When you got that sweet hankering to it, I got a bad sweet tooth back here. I drink, trust me, I drink tons of regular water and unsweet iced tea all day, every now and again. You gotta throw a gram of sugar in there. It's supposed to be all GMO and good for you. It's probably not. So, you get 2 hours of personal conveyance. Now, this thing will stay on PC for as long as you want it to. It'll stay on there for 1,000 gabillion hours if that's what you want to do, till the end of time. So, or until you shut the truck off and you restart it, I guess. So, I left it on because I have my dog in here. And I left the motel. I went to Walmart. I did my shopping. I went to Chili's. I blew the chick's mind because I was like, no bread, bitch. And, man, I'm sorry for the cuss words. I'm like a sailor tonight. Many apologies. I had a guy tell me I need to clean up my language, and here I am. I done dropped 2 of them. 2. I'll try to stop it. And I went back to the motel, and I was 17 minutes over. So I got a phone call saying, hey, you know, I just want to be you're aware of this. This is the first incident in, what, 8 months, going on 9 now. But we can't have it happen again, or the company policy is we have to suspend it for 6 months. So I was like, I'll keep an eye on it. My bad. Whatever. This thing making my life a pain yet again. But we'll keep an eye on it. We know for next time. So while I had her on the phone, I asked her some questions. Let's start out with the basics. Hours of service. US 34-hour rule is 70 hours in 8 days. At midnight on the 8th day, you start getting whatever you're on duty and combined driving time and on duty time combined from the 8th day back, right? So go back 8 days. That day, on the midnight of the 8th day, you're going to get that back if you're rolling your recaps. So other than that, you have 70 hours. To reset the 70-hour clock, you must shut down for 34 hours, right? To reset the 14-hour clock, you must shut down off duty for 10 hours. If you are going to do a split break, say you drive 7 hours and you have 7 hours left, you can shut down for 8 hours. Oh, we're killing it at math. And it will give you that 7 hours back, and then you can continue to roll. I've used split breaks. A lot of guys think they're like the devil. I've used them in cases they've worked for me. So it's whatever. Those are the basics. Unless you run the oil field, check this out, guys. Oil field rules, I've run this before. You say, oh, I love that. But then you wind up working 16 hours every day, and then you don't like it so much. 16 hours on duty, 11 hours driving. Only 8 hours sleeper berth are off duty to reset that 16-hour clock, and only 24 hours to reset the 70-hour clock. And the company I was working for, once you went off duty, it would stop your clock right there. You could essentially work 24 hours, you know. Let's turn this around. Got the Never Summer hat on tonight. Can't wait for winter. Ready to go snowboard. Ready to get up, tear it up. Get up there to Loveland. I ski Loveland all the time. I don't know about you guys. You go Vail, Breckenridge, all those fancy places, man. Loveland's the first one to hit. Loveland Basin is the shit. A Basin is good too. Hit them both right there. Get some snowboarding in. So, my tips on protecting your clock. Landstar over here is very picky. You cannot park on and off ramps. You can't park within 14 feet of any roadway. They don't care if you have hazmat or not. You know hazmat, you can't park on the side of the road, obviously. But they don't care if you're bobtail. They don't want you parked on a public roadway. They've had too many incidents. Like here, I'm parked in their drive, in their lot, and I am 23 feet. I measured it in the old, put the big feet on the pavement, and I'm 23 feet from the road. I always call the shipper and the receiver and ask them, hey man, can I park there? Can I do my rest break there, you know? And I'd say it's like a 50-50 shot. So half the time they say you can, half the time they say you can't. So you just get as close as you can, because once that 14-hour clock starts, it will not stop, that little bastard. But if you can park at a shipper or a receiver in their parking lot, do it. That way you can get up in the morning and you're already here, you know, ease into that dock, let them get you offloaded, and then, you know, hey, if it takes them forever, and then you can get going. It's all about protecting that clock. It's like a baby. We got to protect it, man. You know, because the more you protect it, the more hours you have to run with, because of these rules they come up with. Instead of telling guys, hey, you know, you get 14 hours in a day, break it up however you want. It will stop when you want, you know, run when you can run and sleep when you want to sleep. We can't do that. That makes too much sense. And now they have changed this PC rule, which Landstar has went with. If you are at a shipper or a receiver and they exhaust your clock, you're there, you got 2 hours left, it takes them 4 hours to load you. You're loaded. You can still, now, according to the rules, and I verified this with the logs lady, you can use personal conveyance to go to the nearest safe haven. The nearest safe haven. You're going to have guys out there trying to drive 300 miles to say that was the nearest one they could get to. But I think what they mean in there is like, you know, Walmart, you know, Lowe's, Home Depot, place like that. You can park in the parking lot, truck stop of any kind. The nearest safe haven. Which is nice, though. I mean, because how many times have we been in the dock and we're like, God, hurry up, my freaking clock's going to expire. I got to fucking go, man. I ain't trying to get a violation, you know? And then, you know, now you don't, hey, you sit back. Hey, it happens, it happens. You get to PC, you get to go on PC, get parked up, finish your reset, get boogieing. There again, you're waiting to get loaded, and then you have to PC it somewhere, and you're, you know, now you only got 6 hours of sleep. It's a real pain in the dick, especially if you're trying to take a shower and get a bite to eat and all that good jazz. It's just, I don't know. They're supposed to revisit them. I heard the head of the FMCSA, Martinez something, are supposed to revisit them and try to make them ways that they're more flexible. I think if you would give, you know, make them a lot more flexible, you'd have less, you know, you definitely have less crashes due to fatigue. Dumbass drivers, four-wheelers causing accidents, act of God, probably not going to stop those ones, but bad roadways, you guys want to like fill in some potholes, man? I've seen potholes out there literally freaking a foot deep and 3 feet wide, man. I've hit them and thought, oh, there goes the steer tire, you know. I've hit some railroad tracks, you know, that just break an axle or a leaf spring. So that's where they stand on using the PC, the exception of, you know, getting to a safe haven. And then, of course, that 11-hour rule of driving, that's really never been a problem for me, you know. As long as you kind of plan where you need to stop, that's really never been a problem. So, but I will warn you guys, they're sticklers here, man. You want to be, if you, you don't want to come in with the notion of how can I cheat this thing, because that's the wrong frame of mind to come at it with, because this thing's going to get you. It just is, man. And if you log out and you try to drive at all, I'm going to give you all a warning, man. If you're coming over here, or if you're over here, you already know. If you log out of this thing and you drive, you will get a phone call. That day, they're calling you, dude. Ring-a-ding, ring-a-ding. Hello, Christopher, we see that you're not logged into your Qualcomm and your truck is moving. Would you like to get fucking fired today? I dropped the F-bomb again. No, I don't want to get fired. So a lot of times it's in the shop, whatever, and then it's probably happened 4 or 5 times that I've had the truck logged off and it's been moved, not by me. And I think only first 2 times they asked me for repair orders, and I emailed them over to, you know, because they want proofs. You know, they're gonna want proof. Hey, we want to know that you're not just driving to drive. You know, a lot of guys, you know, well, I'll just pull the fuse, or I'll just unplug it, or whatever. I could unplug it. It's right here. You're gonna get a phone call. You know, it tracks it. This thing has got the same mileage that it reads off the ECM. It's got the same mileage in here that's on the truck. You know, you unplug it, you move, it shows 5 miles difference from when you turned it off. I would bet, especially from here, you're going to get a phone call. So if you're coming over here, if you're over here, the way that I have found to deal with it that works the best, in my opinion, obviously, is to tailor your daily work and what you can do to accommodate this, because this thing is not going to accommodate you. You're not going to cheat this IVG, man. This thing is on it. It's so sensitive. Literally, you pull out of the fuel island, 5 miles an hour. Instead of, it says 5. Once the Garmin hits 5, this thing is pinging. Like 4.5, 5 miles an hour, this thing is driving. You can hit that pulling out of the fuel island. You know what I mean? I've seen friggin' Swifty and Primes hit 30 in the truck stop. They dang sure wouldn't. And then that 2 mile radius you used to be able to get, no. I've tried that. You can get at most a mile. I was in a huge lot, right? And I said, okay, I'm going to try to ease over to the door without getting pinged. It was on the other side of the building. By the time I got 3/4 of the way, I could see the door. It said driving. So I think you get about a mile grace with this thing at an idle, you know, 2-3 miles an hour, and then it's going to put you on driving. So that is all I can tell you. I think I kind of covered everything. You know, if you've run Qualcomm before and you're used to electronic logs, it won't be much of a deal. I was when I came over here too, and this thing has cost me, like I said, this thing's cost me more money than anything. In the bars that it has messed up resets before, you know, it has, and it cost me loads, and it cost me time, and time is money, and y'all know that. So come over here and just know that you got to play by the rules when it comes to hours of service. But hey, everybody's supposed to be doing that, right? Once again, I appreciate you guys for watching. We are up to 200 subscribers. Love all you guys. So glad that, like, I'm over that, and the positive feedback that we're getting. I hope, like I say, that I can at least help one person. A lot of guys say they're coming to Landstar and stuff, so hopefully, you know, my videos I put out might be able to help you. If not, at least they're cheap entertainment, right? The channel's free, no ads. So thanks for watching, guys. Keep the shiny side up, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.